So on the count, I'll do 3, 2, 1 countdown and then press go.
Okay, your mic's a bit crackly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Strange. Is it better now?
Tiny bit. It's a bit fuzzy.
Oh no. Okay. Let me check on my stream. Sounds alright on the stream. Maybe
Yeah, it might just be coming through on
it's
my
probably
thing.
It's probably Skype.
Yeah.
I'll switch back to my headset, and that should probably fix it. Is that better?
Yeah, it must be Skype because there's a tiny bit of, but it's a bit better.
Oh, it might be. I don't know whether because I started streaming, my bandwidth has suddenly gone boop.
Maybe.
Can you still hear me? Okay, right though.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go.
I'd get ready if I were you.
I guess we should do proper introductions to start off with. I'm Zambrella, joined by Robin Roll Gaming.
And I'm obviously Robin Roll Gaming, joined by Zambrella.
And so we've got a Dota 2 cast it game from the subreddit, the most recent one. It was sent in by Sharp Shooter, although he's got 007 as the OO and T. Nice original name there. We've got apparently this Invoker should be interesting, so we'll keep an eye out on him. Well, shall we, before this game starts, should we quickly introduce who's playing what?
I guess we should.
Yeah.
We have. Yeah, of course I'm going to do the rating. We've got someone playing the Legion Commander. We have someone else playing the Nyx. Serta playing the Necrophos, Myfo playing Crystal Maiden, and one on the Bristleback.
Looked like he's getting harassed out the lane, but on the dire side we have Shanu playing the Wind Ranger, Gottensbasen on the Nyx Assassin. I don't know if that's how you say it. Castiel on the Drow Ranger, Orplon on the Slardar, and finally trying to get the block off.
Let's begin.
Sharpshooter playing that Invoker.
I'll take that. Coin.
And the runes go the usual way. Drow Ranger gets self, go and carry in the top lane. I assume it's mid lane and Necrophos.
Might
No?
be.
What is this? What's going on? Okay, I think Bristleback might have been just getting the block in there for him, and I have a roaming Bristleback. Hooray!
Maybe. Yeah, just something to notice as well. We do have a Drow Ranger obviously on Dire, which means if you look at the team, it's 4 ranged heroes. So that extra damage coming out from the Drow Aurora is going to be doing a lot.
So it looks like we have a Nyx and Bristleback dual off lane, and we have a support Wind Ranger, which I guess is made slightly more viable by the Drow Aura, maybe?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she's doing 52 damage with that aura at the moment. So, it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess.
On the other side of the map, the Radiant. They've got a solo Legion Commander, a sort of semi-jungle Crystal Maiden, it looks like. So, I guess Legion does generally win up against these melee lineups just because of courage.
Yeah, and with a my foot rotating into the lane every so often, it's just going to be bad for Slardar because, yeah, he does have his sprint, but that doesn't really do anything against the Frostbite because that's just going to keep him in place no matter how fast he's going to be able to go.
Look at these Dukes coming out. He just walks straight down the lane as the Maiden was searching for him.
And something else as well, the Witch Doctor actually with the cast being bounced around now with the Nyx Assassin as well as the Bristleback. Just something I was going to say is that once the shackle goes, once the cast goes, the shackle's going to be lined up for the Wind Ranger. Obviously with the 2-person cask bouncing in between, it's going to mean the Wind Ranger's going to have ample amount of time to line up that shackle.
Yep. I mean, that was a really good fight there from the dire side. They got the cast bouncer between the two. Nyx Assassin couldn't do enough damage because Witch Doctor's level 2 and has the final Sunstrike coming in to finish off the Bristleback.
Making sure the kill was secured.
Good awareness from Invoker. Do Sunstrike. Necrophos should have a pretty good time in the mid lane, I think.
Oh, bottom lane. Eat My Foot getting close to dying, but the Legion Commander turning on Scorpion as well. So Eat My Foot taking a lot of tower damage just from frostbiting Scorpion, it looks like. But the Legion Commander was there as a buffer, and didn't go the way they wanted it to.
Mid lane, Shackle shot onto the Necrophos. They just need the Sunstrike. Is he going to use the Sunstrike on looking? He doesn't even need it. He's got enough right-click damage. Look, he's on 90 damage with the 3 exhorts. Going to be 3-0 now.
Radiant's middle tower is
So far this match promising what it said it would. Invoker getting those kills, making the plays.
Another great cast coming out from the Witch Doctor. Another slows coming with the Frost Arrows onto 1. Is this going to be enough? A good stun coming out, but it's still going to go down. Bristleback dead. And now we see Drow Ranger chasing even further onto the Nyx Assassin. Sunstrike was off the mark, but got the kill in the end. Witch Doctor's had some great casks. Maybe this is where you don't want to have an aggro dual lane, because 2 heroes means more cast bounces.
Yeah, something like you said, it's something you don't want to play against Wind Ranger rotating to the bottom now, just to give the Slider a bit of support, which I think is a good idea because Wind Ranger, like you say, she's playing support now, but all she really needs to play catch up is when she starts getting that level 6, she can start split pushing the towers, go for something like the crit stick and then into the Ags. You know, she doesn't really need too many items to be effective. Yeah, okay, items are nice, but meanwhile the shackled power shots coming through.
Oh, it was a nice press the attack, but unfortunately Crystal Maiden still got stunned up by the Slardar. Now the right click is coming in, but Slardar doesn't have a bash. He does have the stun up now. He can go for this. He's going to get the kill. He turns around, decides not to right click on the Crystal Maiden, which is going to be his downfall. Although he might still get out. Nope, not when Overwhelming Odds comes in. That little nuke was just enough. Legion Man to get the kill, and she's now chasing after Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger without any mana, and with the Orb of Venom on her, she's probably going to go down as well. Is this going to be a double kill for the Legion Commander? It is. Nice work there. And the Crystal Maiden survives from definitely a strong mistake. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Bristleback goes down once again. Nyx Assassin looking for the kill, does get the Witch Doctor, but it's a double kill for the Drow Ranger. We've got double kills across both sides of the map.
Yeah, and both teams obviously playing super aggressive. Just the Slardar was millimeters away from landing that crush. And it just didn't come off. And I think that would have turned around the entire fight if he would have landed that.
Didn't he land it? And then he went for the right. He decided not to go for the last right click. I think what happened.
That might actually be what I thought it was like inches off, but that might have actually been what happened.
Although
So it's like coming out of the Legion Commander. Yeah, that's a dead Witch Doctor getting the last hit with Cask. So this is what I like about Invoker as well. He's just everywhere on the map at once, even if he's still in the mid lane. Just with that Sunstrike that is level 3, putting out 225 damage. And really looking at the team, there's a Crystal Maiden on there, the Nyx, the Necrophos don't have that big a health pool. So if you do get them to about a third of the health, that Light Striker, the Sunstrike is going to be able to finish them off.
Yep. And he's already got his Midas now. Like a pre-6 minute Midas is pretty speedy, but that's when you're 2-0 in 1 with 26 last hits. So Necrophos is actually really struggling. I guess it is actually understandable against. I guess his nuke is really the only reliable way, and in the early levels it does hit some amount of damage.
Yeah, it is level 3 now, so it's putting out 225 damage, minus magic resistance. But like you say, meanwhile, bottom lane though, it looks like the Slider's going to die. The Jewel's there as well, and the Crystal Maiden actually finishes him off.
Didn't get the damage though. I mean, I think for a carry Legion it's quite important, or at least a core Legion. You feel like you should always be able to get the damage, especially in a situation like that. I mean, they get the kill, which is very important.
Yeah, I think that is one of the major problems, that unless he starts to build up that damage early, he does just become a lockdown hero.
Back falls once again to an excellent cast coming out from Witch Doctor. Another Spike Carapace. Stop any further movement onto him.
Dyer's bottom tower is being attacked.
Bristleback is now, I think he's died 4 times now.
Feeder Bristle, please report.
Nyx himself, he's died a couple of times. So most of the kills for the Dire have been in this top lane, and this is Drow Ranger feeding. She's now level 7, so she's got that marksmanship to start wheeling into that tower. She becomes pretty damn good at sieging. Be careful though. Wants to get in her face basically, Because that's the main thing you want to do with Drow, is get in a phase, disable that vision aura. Yes, a blink on the Legion is the most obvious one.
Once the Legion gets blink, once the Crystal Maiden can get in range for a Frostbite, even when the Nyx has Vendetta as well, I think they're all good ways to get up onto the Drow Ranger. Obviously with the Nyx you've got to be careful for wards. But then with the Crush, with the Invoker's Cold Snap, with the the bouncing cask, the Shackle, you just have so many stuns just in case they do get close once the team fights start.
Another excellent cast comes in from the Witch Doctor, though. He's got to be careful now. He does have that level 6 Death Ward. He is going to throw it out now, but it's really not going to do much damage as it hits right into the back of the Bristleback. However, Nyx does go down, dominating streak of the Drow Ranger, and now the Frost Arrows comes out. She's level 6. Look how much damage she's happening. 3 quill stacks onto her. Is the Necroforce going to be able to heal up? Not in time, and now the Cold Snap onto the Necroforce. These Frost Arrows doing too much. Killing spree for the Invoker now. 3-for-1 trade-off.
Never good. Never what you want.
Drow's got Gloves of Haste. Is this... She's not going to get Midas, is she?
Maybe.
My only other thought would be like a Maelstrom, but that doesn't work with Frost Arrows. Not
No.
always throwing out Frost Arrows, especially when you're farming, so... Could maybe
So it could be an armlet for the attack speed maybe, just so you can get those ice arrows off really fast.
Would be interesting. Would be like the armlet sniper build.
Invisibility.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a Midas.
Yeah, it probably is a Midas.
Radiant's middle tower.
Sent 4 people now, the Radiant, up onto this safe lane to try and deal with the Drow Ranger.
I think this is what you need to do, just again because of the precision aura. She's level 4 precision aura, 1 point in the marksmanship. Even when you try and gank an Invoker mid lane or a Wind Ranger, it just offers so much bonus damage that you do really need to gank to stack up to take those heroes down.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
He's got his train.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Boss will be going for that
Dire's top tower
mechanism. I
has
find
been
it strange he didn't go for a level in Heartstopper
Dire's structures
earlier on.
have been fortified.
Like you normally see that as a level 1
Radiant's
skill.
bottom tower is under
Yeah,
siege.
I think
Dire's
as a
top tower is
rotating,
under siege.
like a mid Necrophos, it gives it away a bit. If you are rotating for those ganks. I mean,
That's
I'm
true.
not saying that's the only reason, but it's just one of those things that you look at it, you see, oh, you're losing health, but when near an enemy, oh, I'm being ganked, I'm going to hide under my tower.
Oh, Shackle Shot on the Nyx Assassin. There is the amp damage on top of him, and now the cast comes through along with the high ground Death Ward. He's going to hit off onto the Necrophos. He's going down straight away already. Good Witch Doctor ultimate, and that's a very good, though, overwhelming obs, though, giving extra move speed towards that Legion Commander. Shackle Shot, not going to hit on anything, but there is the Cold Snap as well. Nyx Assassin Invis on the back line could look to get some sort of ravage here with the Impale. Looking to go on the Slardar. Here we go. Gonna stun him up now as well. Gonna try and keep the Legion alive. Not gonna happen. Nyx Assassin shackled up by this level 5 Wind Ranger. She's got a fair bit of right-click damage, and so does this Witch Doctor. Not enough mana on the Nyx Assassin, and here comes a great Sun Strike. Just as the Witch Doctor cask hits him afterwards. Go the kill.
And that's what I'm talking about. A level 5, well, it's a level 6 Wind Ranger now with Phase Boots. And the amount of damage she's putting out is 120 because she's getting a bonus 39 from the Precision Aura. So if you don't shut down that Drow, then, and it is a hand of Midas as well, you are right, then they are picking up so much extra damage from it. And it just allows them to not only take fights, but it allows them to push towers quickly when, like you saw in the mid lane, when there was 4 heroes top for the Radiant.
The back goes down once again. Nyx stun, not going to hit. Witch Doctor gets hit by the ultimate, but it's only a level 1 Reaper's Scythe, so it actually doesn't do much damage. Nyx Assassin Invis looking to go on the Witch Doctor anyway, but the right clicks. Look at this freaking Drow Ranger just doing some work. Nyx Assassin maybe going to come out of Invis onto the Witch Doctor, but this would probably spell his death, to be honest. Just the Drow Ranger. He's going to go for it. There comes the stun. Where's the silence? Silence comes in onto the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin Carapace has worn off. The heal's coming onto the Witch Doctor as well. These Frost Arrows, too strong. Can't move anywhere. Drow Ranger 7-0 now. Jeez.
And that's just the power of the Drow. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Scorpion looks like he's going to try and engage onto the Legion Commander. Legion Commander going deep. Crush is level 4, but the TPs come in to support Legion Commander.
Charlotte does get frostbitten up.
Meatball coming through there as well. Scorpion looks like he's going to get away, but the Invoker, Ghost Walk is there. Are they going to be able? Do they have any detection? It doesn't look like they have it.
Yeah, gonna get away just with that level 1 Ghost Walk.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They still know he's there, and they're gonna fire out these quill sprays. If Bristleback keeps doing it, he will eventually kill off this Invoker. Invoker's in some trouble. Gonna run out of the tree line. Not gonna happen though. Legion Commander might get the jewel. Yule's up into the air. That was a newly purchased Yule's. And now the tornado. And here comes the Mom, Drow, and the Witch Doctor cask. And the ultimate doing so much damage as well. It's bouncing between everyone. Legion Commander locked in place. Now a godlike streak already. We're 13 minutes into this game and it's 21 for 7. That's 3 times as many kills. Make that even more if this Crystal Maiden does go down. Waiting for the creep wave to throw out the cask. Stun now going to come in from the Slardar. Double kill for him. 4 for 1 trade-off. Even still, the Invoker did a lot of work before dying.
Oh yeah, well, I say set up. You know, him and the Slider getting the Legion Commander low in the first place, and then the rest of the team was just good teamwork, being able to rotate in like that and really support the Invoker that was behind enemy lines there. And it looks like the Nyx is going for sorry, not the Desolator. Why would go for a Desolator? He's going for that Dagon. Already got the Null Talisman as well as the Staff of Wizardry. Only about, what was it? The recipe's 12, so about 800 gold from finishing that.
Yeah, I disagree with this. Like, how is it going to help anyone in the team fight? I know he wants to try and get solo pickoffs, but who's he going to kill off? He just doesn't have the damage or the levels.
Well, as long as he starts getting the... See, the thing with the Nyx Assassin is he's really powerful. I know... Slardar takes the Frost down bottom. But I think Nyx is really good late on when he has that mana burn. With the intelligence multiplier, as soon as you're going up against an Invoker as well as a Wind Ranger. And then the Dagon just for the extra damage to finish that off. Because if the Wind Ranger's run away, me or the Bristleback's going to get Tornado, meatballed up. Top lane, 1 more right click, 2 more right clicks. Gets himself away with the heals on the stick. But yeah, Nyx Assassin with that Vendetta with the bonus damage there, as well as the Impale then onto the mana burn. I think it really does work against a hero like an Invoker or like a Wind Ranger. Or even a Witch Doctor, who has a decent mana pool but doesn't really have the biggest HP pool.
Yeah, I just think Blink for positioning to get like better and then go for an Axe is usually better. We'll see if it pays off in this time. Witch Doctor dodges the stun, and there's the Tornado. I think we're going to see a combo come out from Invoker. Maybe not. Waiting for his stuff to come off cooldown, maybe? I don't know. There was the Carapace. Drow Ranger might go down. If she dies here, this is going to be really bad. And there's the Jewel. She's dead, and that's 1,000 gold going the way of this Legion Commander. Plus some 10 damage.
And that's the important thing, that the Legion Commander now starts to rack up that damage. Because otherwise, like I say, he's just a giant creep with a disable, with a 6-second disable.
Here comes the nuke damage from the Invoker. Set up with that, yours. 4, 1, and 8. Midas off cooldown, quick. Shackle shot. The shackle shot. Now the stun as well coming in. What is this Decapos going to do? Absolutely nothing. Already has a blink dagger.
And yeah, that's just like you're saying, the burst damage coming off the Invoker, that's important against a Legion Commander that can just heal herself up with that press the attack. But I don't know, how do the Radiant start catching this up now?
Good question. I guess it would be pickoffs and on pause. But yeah, use the Nyx Assassin Invis to try and find pickoffs with the Necrophos, I think. And the Legion, now that Legion has a blink, is you get your nuke damage off on the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin scouts it all out, and then followed closely by the Legion Commander. Get a kill on a core or something. Do that a few times. Try not die yourself. Go back. I think he's never going to be tanky enough. He just has to go utility. Sounds silly, but he's way too far behind at the moment to get us, be that tanky frontliner.
Yeah, All he really has there is the chainmail, which, I mean, I get it because of the damage coming out from the Drow, but this team on the die is just so well balanced with the amount of magic damage coming out as well, and he only has 929 health. Like you were saying, he can't stand up to all that magic damage coming out from the power shot, from the Invoker with his Sunstrike and his Meatball. And speaking of Meatball, it's actually going down with the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's dead. They're diving the tier 2 tower. Necrophos.
He's got the mech.
Amplified damage. Yeah,
He had mech and his death pulse. I don't really know what he was doing there, to be honest.
dying horribly.
He could have survived though. Meanwhile, top lane, there's a chase onto one, and it's going to be enough. No, the Drow Ranger dies. She dies to some lucky procs of Quill Sprays, and she had the moment. That's a lot of physical damage. So Bristleback might actually be back in the game just for killing off the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, 1400 gold on him as well now. So I don't know, with that chainmail, what do you think? Do you think he starts to build towards the blade mail?
Probably blade mail. Oh, the shackle in the mid lane though, getting the Crystal Maiden, and now Legion Commander being used up into the air. Here comes the combo, the deafening blast, just a bash from Slaughter. Wind Ranger gets the last. Yeah, I think blade mail is.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Yeah,
here
he
it
does
is.
have the broadsword now as well, so it does look like that's going to be his choice.
Yeah, I think the Radiant, what he needs to do is BKBs plus armor.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Just like with all the physical damage, Witch Doctor, the Drow Ranger, Windrunner, when she gets it, starts using the Focus Fire, which she's level 10 and she's not picked that up now, but I suppose there isn't really a need for her to split push at all.
She's got a gem as well. Be careful not to lose that.
Nyx is so sad right now.
Dire's bottom tower is
Going up into the air pretty low. He's got a blink dagger of his own. Good shackle shot onto the Crystal Maiden. She's not going to go any further forward, but then duel onto Wind Ranger. Duels up into the air, but the Dagon coming to fruition there, and there comes that Reaper's Scythe as well. It's going to be a double kill, and this might be enough to bring the Radiant back into the game. Or at least get there. Over at the graphs. Oh, the Dire are rather far ahead.
Dire's
Even
Yeah.
after that
is being
unfortunate.
Radiant's top
Though
tower
they did
is
lose the
being
gem.
attacked.
Literally just after you said don't lose the gem, they lost the gem.
Drow, she's got a blink now, but being chased after by Nyx Assassin. He's got some mana for the stun, gets it off for now. Legion going in, got extra move speed from overwhelming up, throws stun, silence even, coming out from Drow Ranger. She's trying to duke it out, she has the mom for the extra move speed. It's not so good, the dukes! The use of the blink dagger, very helpful there, although this duke isn't going to work around. Chased after, gonna go down.
No,
Again.
I think the Nyx then was holding out as long as possible to let the Legion Commander catch up, you know, so he could get that duel off and get some bonus damage. But it just, with the Dukes, the blink to the right hand side there from the Drow Ranger, just completely outplayed the Legion Commander, and in the end, it was forced. It was a kind of a, we need to kill her now or she's going to get away.
Oh, look at Witch Doctor here, gets the cask, plus the ultimate going off as well, but the duel onto Invoker is going to get the kill. It's Witch Doctor against the world until the TPs show up. It's a good double crush coming in, and now Wind Ranger throwing out some right-click damage. It's going to be enough to finish off that Legion Commander, and Bristle back down as well, and Slaughter trying to catch up, trying to find the Necrophos, but Necrophos got the heal, got the mech as well, but not using it for now. Gonna have to use it. A good long-range stun now coming in from the Nyx Assassin. There comes the Death Pulse. It's a lot of damage. The right-click will be enough, especially as he's underneath the sprint bonus damage. Wind Ranger gonna have to sprint herself away, so it's a 4 for 2.
Invisibility.
And you can see the net worth just rocketing back up to near 10k.
Guys. Oh, although we are gonna see down as Drow Ranger joins the fight.
So 9.5k. But yeah, I think this is what, like you were saying, this is how the Radiant need to play it. They've got this Nyx now. He's got his level 2 Dagon. I'm assuming he's going to be going through it, just building that up and building that up. And they're kind of using him to find these pickoffs with the Vendetta to get himself in. And they've taken 2 really good team fights because of it.
I really hope Legion is going. I'm guessing she's going to go Skadi over. She's got a point boost.
Yeah, I think that's with the Orb of Venom. It's just, it offers so many stats with the slow, meaning you can chase down the heroes as well as getting the right clicks off. It's a good choice. It's not the first choice item I'd go on a Legion Commander, but it's still a really good choice, especially coming from behind.
Nyx Assassin gets a pick off with the Invoker. That mana burn doing some serious damage. The double stun coming in from the Impale and also the Slithering Crush. It's not going to hit anyone that Shackle shot, but the right click, so much damage. It's a good Impale though. Can they catch up to this Nyx Assassin? Slada has a blink up now. Stun. He doesn't even have. I'm not sure if he had mana to use it at that point. After the mana burn came out, they get the kill anyway. Our Ranger that gets it. Not got a Yasha. Probably Manta Star would probably be a pretty neat item, or go into that SMY might be even better.
I mean, yeah, I think the Dry Range, that's something that you do need a bit of survival, especially when you're using that Mask of Madness as well, because otherwise you just drop so fast. He does have 18 armor, picking up the Aegis now, which is also a good survival item. But
The best.
well, but yeah, definitely needs just a bit. I mean, Ascension Yasha works as well, because once you get into that late game, you can split it up, go for something like a Manta Halberd, if you want to do something like that, or even into a Silver Edge, which I don't think she really will build into this game, but the option is there if she wants it.
There is a Bristleback, so you would normally go Silver Edge, but Bristleback's got a Vanguard now. Here I was talking about how he's not going to get that tanky, but there's some semi-throws coming out from the dire side. He probably is, so Silver Edge might not be a bad idea, but he's got the Manta style recipe, so will be a Manta style. These top tier items are starting to come out the dire side. Aghanim Scepter for the Witch Doctor as well. That's not far away.
No, it's not, and even the Wind Range is going towards that Aghanim Scepter. Already got a point booster as well as the Yoga Club, and like I say, just from that Precision Aura, she doesn't really need any other items, because okay, she's going to get the minus damage on it, but with the Aghanim Scepter, I think it's something like straight away. It's 30% damage reduction, which is a massive difference from the original 50.
Nyx sees the Slaughter, misses the stun though, so isn't going to be able to get the kill. Maybe he will. Going to throw out the Daggle, gets the kill, but it might be his life as well. He has that Carapace as well. He can't throw any damage on him just yet, but here comes the Legion. Goes for the duel onto the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is not going to survive this. So that's a 2-for-1 at the moment. Invoker needs to run himself away. The Wind Ranger has that blink. Interesting to see the Invoker. He's gone straight for that Octarine Core before the Aghanim Scepter. More common these days.
Yeah, because not only does it give you that, I mean, the Aghanim Scepter, yeah, it's good because it gives you a 0 second at level 4 on your Invoke. But 3.75, you know, once you've used both your spells, invoked your next spell, and you actually used it, it's, you know, there's not that much difference really. And it just gives the cooldown for the rest of the spells as well, so it is a really good choice onto Sharpshooter there. Bristleback's getting a free lane there as well. He's already got 1500 gold back up as well. I think he was actually stood while the Dry Ranger was right-clicking him down, just shrugging it off like, well, you know, I can run away. And from the level 4 Bristleback that I've got, it's a 40% damage reduction, so you're not really going to do a lot by the time I get back.
Will be a Silver Edge is the pull. This Radiant Overlord sees what's happening at the moment. The Yules, the combo comes out, but the duel coming in. Legion Commander fighting up against the Invoker. Invoker does get the damage done to him, so that is going to be a 1 duel. He just is expired. See my foot throws down that Crystal Nova. It's doing some damage. Drow Ranger goes down as well. That's her second life. Vision of what was going on because of this Observer Ward.
And maybe if she had that Silver Edge, just saying, might have survived.
I think Silver Edge next item might not be a bad idea. Now, oh, blink forward from the Crystal Mage. She's got a blink dagger, and Witch Doctor's going to get out of here. Oh, he unleashes the ultimate, but decides better. Back, and now Scorpion's got to be careful. Bristleback has the nasal goo. The negative debuff of the Maledict on him for now. Stun coming out. Witch Doctor taking some damage plus the stun. Double stun even. They are laid up a little bit. And Witch Doctor, look, he's just, Bristleback's not taking any damage from the back from the Wind Ranger. He's still surviving. The Quill Spray stacking up, and the damage from the Legion means that she gets that duel. She's got plus 76 damage. They do finally finish the Bristleback with their power shot coming from the Windrunner. Blink forward by now from the Witch Doctor. Stun only hits onto the neck frost. Doesn't bounce between anyone. Invoker looking for kills. Thinks maybe not. That mana burn does so much damage onto the Invoker.
Yeah, it's a 5 times intelligence multiplier. So he has at the moment 130-ish intelligence. So, God,
That's
what's
near 550 odd damage
yeah?
after before induction. That's a lot. That's a third of his hit points.
On a 4-second cooldown.
Who's got the gem? Where is it? Is it back in the radiant pace at the moment? In the mid lane, is this going to be a fight? Nyx Assassin is invisible. The blink forward. Witch Doctor definitely not going to survive against the damage coming in from the Legion. He's finished the Skadi. Yule's up by the Invoker. Throws out the combo. Can Legion survive this? Not when the Drow Ranger comes in. If she has anything to say about it. Now the chase forward. The blinks plus the sprint. They're going to catch out the Necrophos. Necrophos is a goner. Can they get more? The Sunstrike coming through. Gonna hit the Nyx Assassin. It's a triple kill for the Dire side of the blink forward from Slola. Catching out 2 more with the stun. It's 4 dead. Will it be 5? Drow Ranger and the crew fighting up against this Bristleback. This is a tanky mofo. He has the Blade Mail on him, and now the Crimson Guard as well. Buyback coming out from the Crystal Maiden. Can he do anything? There's the Cold Feet. Not the Cold Feet. The I don't know what it's called now. Frostbite. That's the one. Bristleback dodging the Sunstrike. And they maybe went a little aggressive there, costing them 2 heroes just to find that Bristleback.
Yeah, I know. The Wind Ranger, something strange. It was actually focusing firing down the Bristleback while he had that Blade Mail on. So, you know, that got him low, and then the Crystal, like I said, the Crystal Maiden just came in, used that Frostbite, and kept him in tower range to do the last amount of damage he needed to finish off that Wind Ranger. So, maybe just going a bit too far, and like I say, overextending it a bit, getting a bit cocky there.
The Drow Rangers got solo picked off by the Crystal Maiden as she was low on health, farming up the Ancients, and Crystal Maiden just blinked forward, frostbit her, and then used the ultimate.
Worth it on the
Drow, yeah.
Yeah, 90-second cooldown, definitely worth it.
Invoker looking to go forward onto this Bristleback. Probably doesn't even need to use the Yule Scepter, and this is a Witch Doctor who has an Aghanim Scepter. Nearly level 3 ultimate as well.
Yeah, and Bristleback needs to be careful. I think the entirety of Radiant needs to be careful now where they're going to go on their own. Okay, they're only pushing it. It was only pushing out a safe lane, but then you've got to think he has to get back to his tier 3 tower when he wants to get back to any sort of safety.
Oh, the Yule's up, keeping the Witch Doctor alive for now. How much is Legion? Legion's got 108 damage now. Extra. So she's sitting for 250. With a slow. And then any moment.
Looks like she's actually going for the Basher now as well.
That's a fairly smart idea, I guess. Lala sprinting up. This means extra damage going into him. Dagon, not going to be enough. Carapace. Going to keep him alive. The Dagon is enough, but here comes the Drow Ranger. The right click straight onto that Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden has no surviving this. Or does she? Not when the power shot comes in. I was trying to keep her alive with the Death Pulse. Reeves were on cooldown.
Meanwhile, right behind the Wind Ranger.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky. Legion Commander has an Infis rune. If he can get the Invoker, this is going to be really big, and decides to go for the more guaranteed Wind Ranger. Although this might be enough. It is when the Necrophos comes in with that Reaper Scythe. I keep forgetting about that spell.
Such an annoying spell. It's just...
It's an axe. Is that an axe now? It's an axe?
Yeah, it is. The Reaper Scythe right above the Wind Ranger's clock.
She's not buying back, even if she could.
This will do nicely.
No, she could.
No, because the Reaper Scythe with the Aghanims, it prevents buyback.
Yeah, I'm saying if she did have enough money.
Oh, right, yeah. That would be... Yeah, but like I said, this is just a pain. Like when you have a Necrophos that gets Aghanim's Refresher.
Yeah.
And this is what you see a lot. You just drop the Scythe on you, wait 2 seconds and re-drop the Scythe on you, and then you're out of the fight for like a full minute and a half.
More skilled, you can take 2 people out of the fight. That's that axe. They're going to go on this Legion Commander now. Got to be very careful. She's taking so much damage from the Witch Doctor. And that's a very big kill for the Witch Doctor now. You can go for something like Limicate, BKB.
I'm just thinking with this this Aghanim Scepter, obviously because of the recent change, Invoker can just put 1 more point in Quartz and then put the rest into Wex until he does get to that level 25, because if he just puts the 1 more point in Quartz, with the Aghanim Scepter, that's a full quast.
Drow Ranger does go down in the mid lane though to the Dagon. She had the Markma active, and this is a big ultimate coming to the Crystal Maiden, cancelled by the Tornado coming through the Invoker. Throwing out the Yule Scepter now, bringing the Nyx Assassin up, has the Carapace just in time, and Crystal Maiden's still alive, blinking in, Frostbites the Invoker where possible, and that's a good deafening blast. But here comes the Bristleback, he's fast, he's got 4 Warpath stacks, but Invoker has the Ghost Walk, gonna slow down the Bristleback for now. Still throwing out the Quill Sprays.
And okay, the Radiant are 15 kills behind now, but if you start to look at the net worth and the XP, it's really starting to even up from that nearly 20,000 lead that the Dire had before.
This is one hell of a comeback
Dire's middle
coming
tower
out
is
from the
under
Radiant
attack.
side. Pressure is being applied now to this T2 tower in the mid lane. Sentry put down from the Witch Doctor just to spot any shenanigans that might be coming out. Oh, he has the blink. Keeps himself away from the Crystal Maiden. This gets gone on. Gonna get comboed up by the Invoker, and Invoker does get dueled. That's a long-range duel. He's pretty tanky though. 2,000 hit points. Is there enough right-click damage? Witch Doctor getting the ultimate off. He's still surviving for now. It's bouncing around. It's just not enough. It's a triple slithering crush though. Drow about to come back into this fight. Where is she? She's back at base. 3 dead on the Dire side, 2 on the Radiant, and Slardar runs back into his base. 50 hit points for now. Drow Ranger just right-clicks onto the creeps for now. Goes a bit far forward. Pops that Manta Style to keep herself alive, and uses that. Oh. The Legion is down, which is probably one of the bigger kills. But no Invoker now for this defense. He's a very good high ground defender.
You don't even care, do you?
And I think this is the difference, that the Dire, when they were ahead, they were still diving the tier 4s. Meanwhile, there's a crush coming out onto the next. Spike Carapace is going to be there. He's gets away. Is the amplified damage going to be enough though? The Mask of Madness as well to sprint. TP's there. It's crushes there as well. So Bristleback actually popping that blade mail going round onto the Drought, but amplified damage coming out as well. Slithering crush in 1 second. It's off the mark. He wants to use it. There it is. And this might be a dead one.
About Quill Sprays stacking up. The Blade Mail is the right click Drought, left alive on very little health. 35. Does go down to the Slardar, who seemed to get a fortuitous number of bashes there.
Slardar OP, please, Nuff.
Well, he probably will be, to be honest.
Probably. But I was saying, yeah, the major difference it looked like from the Radiant compared to the Dire was when the Dire takes 2 or 3 heroes, they dive to those tier 4 towers, whereas the Radiant they hung around the tier 3, just, you know, putting out as much like burst damage onto the Drow and to the Slardar as they could before they got overwhelmed, but still doing a lot of damage to the tier 3 tower.
Oh, Roche falls quickly.
I don't even think that was 5 seconds, and that was just so fast.
I think it helped that there was the amp damage and also alacrity on Drow Rangers. Maiden in some trouble here. Legion just needs to get the hell out of here, and she does. Okay. Basher completed. But I guess it will be a BKB. Maybe should have gotten that over the Basher, to be honest. But...
Yeah, definitely would cancel out the Invoker apart from his right clicks, though. He is throwing out, what was that, about 260? 260-ish? Or was it 258 damage from his right clicks? Before reduction, obviously.
Up onto the Bristleback. They're going to go for this. There's no silence from that Gust coming out. Although one taking a lot of damage. He has the Bristleback on him though, keeping himself alive. Witch Doctor used the ultimate. They still can't bring down this Bristleback. What the hell? Sunstrike coming through. Split up between 2 heroes, so it's not much a Drow. Blinks forward. Goes down. Gets a duel and is dead for actually not dead for a long time because she has the Aegis. This is probably why she went in. Slardar doesn't get the Slithering Crush because of the Carapace. They're so low. They need to try and finish him off. Drow Ranger. Look at the right clicks coming in, especially with that Wind Ranger as well. And this is Drow. She's going ham. She's going ham, but she's going to pay for it. No teams back up at the moment. 3 Radiant heroes that left alive are pretty low. And here comes the Witch Doctor. No ultimate as that was expended earlier. He's got the gem actually. Gonna cause the Radiant to blink out at the moment. Crystal Maiden used that ultimate. Doesn't really do anything though. Invoker looking to turn maybe. Getting some spell steal up. A good Yule. Actually the Invoker's Yules I think that was. Dodging the Shackle shot there. And wow, Invoker goes down.
Yeah, it looks like it was the Heartstopper Aura that actually took down the Invoker in the end. I think the Crystal Maiden made a bit of mistake. She blinked forwards and threw that ultimate straight away. But I think she wanted to throw the Frostbite first, which is why she started to move straight after throwing the Freezing Field. Though she does have the Glimmer Cape now, which is going to help so much with the Freezing Field as long as there's no detection around. Because you pop your Freezing Field, and just stand there and let it go.
Off. The XP, net worth, well, the XP not so much, but the net worth is nearly back at 0. Shows you what a comeback this is, and Dire maybe feeling very confident in the early game, but now put on their big boy hats. Radiant, they're not gonna make this easy, and it looks like Nyx Assassin just go for the E-Blade. Far from it, sneaking up, looking to go. Nah. Not worth it. Witch Doctor's got a gem as well, which I'm sure they're aware of. Wind Ranger can blink into the tree line once he sees what's coming her way. But she takes damage, so can't blink away. Uses the Wind Run though. And should make it out. Nyx Assassin time. Ranger looking to turn though. This could be dangerous. Invoker there to back her up. Cast coming out onto the Legion Commander. Legion might look to turn this. She's trapped between 3 heroes at the moment, but backup incoming. But Witch Doctor the cast and the bounces from the ultimate doing so much done. Bristol back now. Back turned, getting slowed up a little bit by the Invoker, who is Ghostwalk. Comes out the Ghostwalk to do anything to blink forward. The stun onto Nyx Assassin. Nyx dead, but can they bring down this Bristleback? They're looking to go for bigger targets. That is the Necrophos. Drow blinking forward. There comes the Tornado, trying to slow things down for most. Then the Slithering Crush. All 5 heroes on the Dire side needed to bring down.
And good plays by the Dire, sticking together as 5 once the Wind Ranger was in trouble. Blink forward by the sliders, they're going to be a crush there. No, but the amplified damage code does come out. A shackle, such a good shackle.
Easy. That was a really good shackle.
Yeah, and that's something that a good Wind Ranger is going to be able to do. Not only can you shackle the hero, but you can shackle the creep to the hero, which is a really hard skill to pull off actually, because it doesn't prioritize any heroes. So 3 out of 5 times you might actually just shackle 2 creeps together.
Taking some tower hits at the moment, blinked aggressively onto the high ground. It's just going to be the first T3 going down of the game. Qualification says no, but it's going to wear off soon. And look, Mob and Alacrity on Drow Ranger. She's attacking so fast. Although Scorpion, he is going to go down here. Winner going the way of the Legion Commander, but the right clicks are just too much to deal with. That's Legion down for 76 seconds now. Eat my foot. Looks to be the next target as well. A little bit of invoking going up, but they see her.
Yeah, and just that Crystal Maiden blinked in, used the Glimmer Cape, and actually ran out of mana to use the Freezing Field by about 5.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Well, the Wind Ranger dead very quickly there, but here comes the right clicks from the Drow Ranger. Look at this damage, the slow. The Hex does come out onto her. He needs to get the ultimate off. Reaper Scythe cancelled by the Tornado. Actually, that misses that Deafening Blast. Drow still alive with the Alacrity that was just wearing off. Necrophos 50 hit points, but the Dagon coming in. Finish her off. A few unfortunate mistakes or plays coming out from the Dire side.
Yeah, and 1100 gold the way of Nyx just for that Drow kill. So he's on 4400. I mean, what's on the courier? Nothing on the courier, so this Legion Commander doesn't still not anywhere close to that BKB, even though she's at the Ogre Club for about 5 minutes now. And this is the full, if you want it, this is the full E-Blade for the Nyx.
Damage. You combo that with the Necrophos as well.
Yeah, just the mana burn on the Dagon. The Dagon does 800 damage, 800 magic damage, because it's a level 5. So, the magic damage that comes out from that, just on top of the, times 2 of the attributes, and it's just so much.
Radiant Jungle, there's an ultimate coming out from the Crystal Maiden. Will Starlight to get out of it? He can. Tornado comes through from the Invoker, but the blink forward Legion Commander gets shackled to a tree. This is going to stop her getting a duel off.
And just to point out, the Lincoln Sphere saving Slardar's life there from the Dagon. Just in time before Nyx popped that Dagon onto Scorpion, just popping the Lincoln Sphere as it came out from the Wind Ranger.
I completely missed the fact that Wind Ranger had that as well. He gets broken again. That was dueled. It's down now for 50 seconds, and in comes the Drow Ranger, trying to get further away as possible from the Legion Commander. Legion Commander throwing out the right clicks. Just too much to deal with, or is it? Legion Commander getting some procs, a moment of courage, but with the backup coming in from the Invoker, the Drow just about survives on 130 hit points. The heals come in. Meanwhile, another 3 heroes go down. Invoker getting 3 of them. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, and meanwhile, one's going to go down. The Sunstrike's there as well as the focus fire from the Wind Ranger, and that's a dead one, dead Bristleback. Just looking at the net worth, Invoker's sitting at 6k higher than the highest hero on the Radiant, which is actually the Nyx. Legion Commander's no one for a safe lane carry. Legion Commander's in the bottom 5 now.
Good, although Drow has to be careful. Was a Reaper's Scythe? He maybe could have gone for that. Get too much though. An amazing shackle shot from the Wind Ranger is catching 2 core heroes there, and that freezing field cancelled straight away from the Silence plus the Tornado. That's a max level deafening blast. Big AoE. Still, Slardar did go down. That from earlier. I think that was from earlier actually. The Reaper Scythe finishing off that Drow. EMP thrown out. Buster still got a lot of mana. Level 22, but no Reaper Scythe. Can't finishing anyone off here, and he will eventually go down. Many EMPs and tornadoes, many tornadoes. Unstoppable Street, a sharpshooter now. 1 set of racks between Gaia and their mega creeps.
Yeah, but they have to be careful now. The Legion Commander's just come back up and they're all on low health. Nyx is back up now as well, so if he gets close, it looks like this might actually be a dead team for the Dire if they don't get away anytime soon.
They do have megas though. Oh, there comes the E-Blade, but Wind Ranger with that Lincoln Sphere staying alive. Overwhelming odds, not enough to finish her off either. Sharpshooter, does he really want to turn into this? This could be very dangerous. Self-using, I think, there. And here comes the duel. I think the Invoker is dead. Okay, he is dead. Very dead. Radiant needs to go back and defend. T4s. Legion still hasn't finished that BKB though.
Yeah, but only about 100 gold off, about 70 gold now from finishing it. Once this creep wave's gone down, she should have enough to finish that off.
Does mean she doesn't have buyback now though.
I think
BKB is probably more important than buyback.
Yeah, I think once, depending if we look at the buybacks for everyone else, it's only... Yeah, there's no one on the Radiant that has it, so if she was to have the buyback, I think it'd be game over time anyway. Because, unless obviously they take a team fight where they go, they take 4v5 and there's only one hero on the Dire left up, she buys back, goes, kills them and pushes the lane. I just don't think otherwise that, she has any chance of fighting back against that even with a buyback. Slardar needs to be careful though, spotted out by those wards. The duels though as well as the Crystal Maiden, using the Crystal Nova as well as the Frostbite to keep him in place. The duel doesn't get enough, but the right clicks one more. Yeah.
That was close. He nearly got away.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Mega Creeps dealing some damage. T-Falls and now the Ancient down to 4,100 hit points. A little bit of a chipping, but Nyx Assassin is taking even more damage here. Needs his team to back him up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we do see the Witch Doctor take out the Legion Commander. Crystal Maiden, Crystal, let it go! Can he get any kills with it? It's not going to happen, especially with definitely late. Was a BKB for the item of choice. And look at this tornado! That was the Witch Doctor with the BKB. Shackle Shot not going to hit anyone at the moment. Doesn't have Reaper's Scythe, so that's a double kill. Wind Ranger. Assassin Invis. Where's the Bristleback? Back in the bottom lane. Is this going to keep them alive? I don't think so. The fortification comes out. GG is called, and the creeps and heroes swarm the Ancient. And Drow goes in to farm up enemy heroes some more. Sunstrike does miss. Ancient goes down, and Dire there. They do win the game, finally.
Invoker calling out how good the Invoker was, like a normal Invoker player would.
Sounds familiar. But yeah, I mean, the Radiant, they nearly came back from what was almost an unlosable game from the Dire, I feel.
Oh yeah, pull that net worth, pull the XP back, pull the kills back so much. Just the Knicks and the Legion Cabana looking at going 11, 14, 11, 15, 13. You know, starting to do the work, but I think it was just a bit too late for the actual comeback to come on, just because of how powerful the Draw Ranger was, just with that precision aura, the amount of damage she was giving to the rest of the team, and just how forced back and forced in the Radiant were, not allowing them to go solo on any lanes. As you saw when the Bristleback did go solo, got picked off by the Invoker and the Witch Doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that concludes this game. Dire win with what was a very farm draw. A good strat.
Yeah.
So,
12
anything else to
seed.
say?
No. Just noticing the team now: Scorpion, Sharpshooter, and Shanu all together. It looks like with the 12C name tag going on there. But no, good game. And yeah, you summed it up. Just enough for Dire to push through.
Well, I'm Zambrella. Joined with me was Rob and Roll Gaming because we're going to be casting out iSeries Insomnia 54?
56.
56, oh damn.
Unless you've got a time machine, then I'll do 54 as well.
No. Any feedback would definitely be appreciated.
Awesome.